Today we'll be learning about performing arithmetic operations on characters. Every character has a numeric value associated with it called the ASCII values. ASCII, pronounced as ASCII. Let us now write a simple program to find out the ASCII values of different characters and symbols. Here I have a simple program. Here I have a variable key and I'm going to read the value of key from the user. Then to print the value of this character, normally we make use of %C to print characters, but if we want to print its integer value or its ASCII value, we need to use %D. It will print the numeric equivalent of this character. Now I'll run this program and let us try out a few characters and see their ASCII values. I'll enter the key capital letter A and its code is 65. I'll enter another input, say the number 2. Its character code is 50. All these characters have a unique numeric code called as the ASCII value. For the digit 2, the ASCII code is 50. You can think of it as unique IDs given to each and every key. Let me run this program again and try out some other values. This time I'll not input any character. Instead I'll simply press enter. Even enter, that is a new line, is supposed to be a character. So I'll enter, simply press enter, and the character code or the ASCII code of the enter key is 10. Similarly, we have ASCII values for space, for escape, for all other keys on the keyboard. Now let us take a look at the different ASCII codes available for the various characters. Here is an exhaustive list. We have 127 code for a variety of things. We have the code 0 for null. Similarly for line feed. Whenever we press enter, a line feed is generated or a new line is generated for which the ASCII code is 10. For escape we have the code 27 and for space it is 32. Similarly for all these symbols, arithmetic symbols, we have codes starting from 33 till 47. 0 begins at 48 and even we have the alphabets, the different capital letter alphabets from 65 to 90 and small letter alphabets from 97 till 122. All these characters have a numeric value associated with it. As such, we can perform certain arithmetic operations. Not all, but certainly some arithmetic operations on these characters. Now let us write a few programs wherein we perform arithmetic operations on characters. Consider this example wherein we have two character variables, key and new key. Key is the character that I read from the user and new key is computed as key plus 2. Now I print the character code of %C is %D. So I'll print new key. At the end I print the character code of the new key that is generated. The new key that is generated will be the ASCII value of key plus 2. Whatever was the ASCII value of key plus 2. And then I'm going to print it in its alphabetical format as well as its ASCII format. %C will print its character value, %D will print its ASCII value. Now I'll run this program. I'll enter the key A. The code of A is 65. So in this line, line number 9, new key will be computed as 65 plus 2. That is 67. New key will have the value 67. When I print the value 67 as a character, its associated character will be printed, that is C. And when I print it using %D, its ASCII value will be printed. There are many other interesting arithmetic operations that we can perform on a character. Here I am trying to print alphabets from A till Z using a for loop. The starting alphabet that I want to print is A and the ending alphabet is Z. Even though we have written characters here, internally it's the ASCII code that will be used to run this for loop. And even when I perform CH++, it is the ASCII code that is incremented. That is how this program works. This is the output of the program. So the program outputs all the characters from A till Z. Let us add some complexity to this program and we'll try to print characters starting from capital letter A till small letter Z. So I'll start CH equals to capital letter A. The loop should go on until the CH value is equals to small letter Z. Now when I execute this program, I'll get all the values from capital A till capital Z. Along with that, we also have some special symbols followed by lowercase a to lowercase z. These special characters in between are once again because of the presence of them in the ASCII sequence. If we consider here, we start from A till Z, so 90 is Z. From 91 onwards till 96 we have some special characters. Because our for loop runs starting from A till small letter z, everything that comes in between 65 and 122 are printed. Suppose I want to print only the alphabets. I want not to print all these special characters. In order to do that, I have to somehow manipulate my code to ignore all the values from 91 to 96. Whenever the iteration of the for loop involves the values of 91 till 96, it shouldn't print anything or it should just do nothing. To get that feature, I make use of continue statement. This is a very good example of the continue statement. So once again in my for loop, I'll start from capital letter A. Stopping criteria here is until CH reaches Z. In this for loop, if CH is greater than 90 and less than 97, that is for the values of CH 91 till 96, we shouldn't do anything, we should simply continue with the loop. For all the other values, I should print the characters. Now if we check the output, we have all values from A till capital letter Z, that is till the value of CH reaches 90. As soon as CH becomes 91, this condition becomes true. CH is greater than 90 and less than 97. If this condition is true, it shouldn't print, it should simply continue with the loop. Go to the next value of CH. So this happens from CH equals to 91 till CH equals to 96. And as soon as the value reaches 97, it again continues to print the values.